In the last one, we saw containers, how containers work, what are the types of containers. There's container, and there is container with these breakpoints. These breakpoints work like this table. It works for that breakpoint. Uh, until that breakpoint, it works with 100%. Beyond that breakpoint, it works. It is a fixed value. It leaves some space on the left and the right. Now we are going to look at grid. Okay, grid is basically nothing but so a grid, right? So what Bootstrap does is it breaks down your screen into 12 different parts, 12 equal parts. Okay, and then you have access to these 12 equal parts with this row column pair, right? So you put, so container, I've just put here in this example, they've just put this entire thing into a container. Okay, so this entire thing is a container, say. Then they have put in a row and a column, right? They've put in a row inside of the container. Okay, and inside that there is three columns. So what they are saying is, this is a container, this entire thing is a row. Okay, if I put in another row below this row, it will be two, you'll see two rows here. Okay, so let's look at that, how to do that. I come here, I open, I create, let's just create a new file here, right? So this is going to be container, no, this is going to be grid.js, or sorry, grid.html. So habitual of using JS. So yeah, because of React and all those libraries. So grid.html, this is what, and I'll just create a basic boilerplate, HTML boilerplate, HTML5 boilerplate. Okay, I'm going to put nothing, just the body now. I'll import HTML CSS like we did. I'll import CSS here in the header, and I'll import the JS file for Bootstrap like I can see here, yeah, right here. Okay, and I'll put it in the body, right, and add a little tab there for the head and the body, right. They are within the HTML tags. Okay, within there I've got script, which is deferred, which means that it will load after all the HTML is loaded. Okay, so let's look at, I'll create a div, close the div, make it a container fluid, just to cover the entire space of the screen, right. I'll put in some style and background color to be something dark turquoise, right? So that's my background color. I'll put in some text. Okay, so h1, I'll put in some text. What are we looking at? Grid. We're looking at grid. So I'll save this and I'll run it here. uh, I'll run it here by going onto the folder and opening grid.html. Here it is. I've got this container, that is a container fluid taking entire screen. There's my text, h1 text, which is grid. And now I'll go and add some rows and columns to it. Okay, so that's a row. That's gonna be a div. Okay, I can just type in div and it will add a div. I'll set the class to be a row. Okay, and inside this row I want, say, three columns, class column. Okay, just so, and inside this what I'll do is, inside of this column I'll add this h1 tag, right. So inside the column there's h1 tag. There's one column only as of now. Let's see how does that look like. Nothing special. It looks the same. There's one row, one column. I cannot differentiate. I could, if I could differentiate, I'll add another column to it. Okay, and I'll save and refresh, and you can see there are two columns. I'll add some color to it so that I can distinguish style, background color, dark violet, style, background color, deep pink. So these are the two colors I've chosen. I'll refresh it. You can see my screen has got a container fluid inside which there is a row, inside which there are two columns. I can put in another row. I'll just copy this entire row, press and enter, paste it, save it, and refresh it. Two rows, two columns, right? By default, it's going to take equal space. Okay, and in the coming videos we're going to be looking deeper into grid. How can I make more divided in different ways, different sizes, different methodologies, all the possible combinations. So this was a basic row column pair. See you in the next one.